The advice and opinions expressed by Dr. Grandpichet and her guests are meant solely as suggestion and should not be in any way construed as child-specific advice.
Dr. Doreen Grandpichet is
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen Grandpichet.
Dr. Grandpichet.
Dr. Doreen Grandpichet.
Dr. Doreen Grandpichet is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen.
But I do have this question that I want to get to because it feels familiar to me. My 5-year-old is an eloper. I have more locks and alarms on my house than Fort Knox, but most of it can be foiled by human error. My wife and I have been invited for a vacation getaway, no kids, 4 days, all expenses paid because she does such a great job. I want to go. My mother-in-law has agreed to come and stay with our son. I keep picturing my beautiful son face down in a neighbor's pool. I have told my wife I can't go, that she should go without me. There have been a lot of arguments. It may cost me my marriage, but I can't do it. I can't leave him. I guess what I want to know is how other parents deal with the fear.
Oh my gosh, that's so so terrible, so devastating for this poor father to be going through this level of anxiety. Yeah, I mean, it's a very heady question, right? So on the one hand, you have your mother-in-law. I would probably, if I was in your place, I would probably feel the same way, and I would probably not just leave the child with the mother-in-law, but maybe have a second person available as well. I'd make sure that I tell all the neighbors that I'm going to be gone for a few days and to keep an eye for just a couple of days. Neighbors are usually very, very helpful with this sort of thing. I would do the tags in the clothing. I would do all these types of things. And I would make a schedule for my child that would keep him or her with an adult all day very busy, right? I would do all of that to feel. And then you're right, like, even if you do all of that and you leave, you're not necessarily even relaxing and enjoying because you're worried the entire time. It is what it is, right? It's extremely difficult. I don't know how to tell you. I mean, I talk to people a lot about just anxiety and that it is fleeting thoughts and that you have to be able to learn how to let go of your thoughts and all that sort of stuff. But when it comes to a parent who has a legitimate right to have anxiety over something, I understand. Rather than trying to tell you how to not be afraid of it or not be worried about it, I understand. Each of these things I think that we're talking about today helps reduce your anxiety a little bit. Each of those things, right? So like if you have all kinds of locks, it gives you some security. If you have your mother-in-law plus another person there, it gives you a little bit more security. If your neighbors all know, it gives you a little bit more. If you have tags in the individual's clothing or, a tattooed QR code, all these things that are possible, they each kind of make you feel a little bit more safe. But whether or not you ever get to a point where you can just say, okay, it's okay, that's a whole different story. And I think that in itself, Shannon, might be a shaping thing that we could work on, right? Which is, it's not just about eloping from the house. That's something kind of I wanted to touch on as well. It's all these other environments as well. The fear of like being in a mall and suddenly you can't see your child for a moment. They're there, but you just can't see them because they're maybe behind someone else or something. A lot of those types of things they're an appropriate response to a very scary situation, right? It's your sympathetic nervous system, which is on alert, right? And there's not much you can do to get rid of that other than exposing yourself over time to safety, to realizing, okay, it is safe. Okay, it's going to be fine. Okay, I've put in place enough safeguards that I can actually take a deep breath.
Don't forget, you can watch Ask Dr. Doreen live every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. We hope to see you there.